How many times have... Well, mainly you...
I ain't said shit.
Yes, you totally have not said anything that would be taken as offensive.
Yeah, buddy. How you doing? Hi.
He's playing with his pussy.
Were we live streaming that session where I was high as balls and we were in the forest fighting spiders?
No, that was before.
You mean I was
way
in the
before.
forest fighting spiders?
Yeah, he was in the forest fighting spiders. You were out there fighting how to read the page.
And figuring out how to get up a fucking tree.
I was phasing in and out of existence.
Like those other spiders. I'm more impressed. I didn't die! They just couldn't hit me.
Apparently I have a scar from it that Alvyn just has no recollection of.
Yeah.
Just that. I was just like, where the fuck did this come from?
Everyone else in the party's just staring at him like, you don't remember?
It was so traumatic.
Okay.
Because it was giant spiders, but that's probably why he's afraid of spiders.
I blocked it out. I have PTSD.
Shell-shocked.
Yes, that's called good role-playing. It's not, I was so incredibly stoned I don't remember the session. It's, my character has a phobia, and the PTSD has blocked it from my memory.
That's a thing now. It's a thing. Welcome to the campaign with no name. A campaign that is so incredibly detailed that not a single one of us has thought of a single fucking title for this damn section.
Leave, remind me to show you he might.
Alright.
It's fucking... I'm
Wait,
sorry.
were we supposed to be thinking of titles?
I mean, I was open to suggestion.
Oh.
I was. It's kind of official now.
You just call it a shitstorm every time.
Suck my dice.
It's a 2!
But
Twofer.
But you get an E in... You use a font where the E looks a lot like a K. That's... What does that say? Suck my dice. Alternatively, we could have Alvyn Lingenhall and his merry band of misfits.
Yeah,
Mary. Right.
Alvyn Lingenhall and the constant attempts on his life by his so-called friends.
By his allies. Yes, it's still drying, yeah.
It's probably still drying.
To the most part. I got a cup I can use.
You have a cup?
Congratulations.
He's just permanently elevated.
Oh, that's what he meant. I thought he meant, like, I have a cup that we can use as a mini. I don't know why I thought
This
that.
is my new character, Mr. Cup.
He's very good at those sports balls games.
Oh yes, sports ball. When you put the thing through the upright with the...
All of that. We will not be having... Rolen. Because,
Who?
yeah, I know. It's just gone.
Did you say it was for me earlier?
Something about a cock and balls.
You said you had some... I can't remember what it was.
Spark.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Hard as fuck, but I love them.
It's
USA!
Just, it's just carbonated pink lemonade.
It reminds me of the Sangria Blast.
We've got pink lemonade and yellow made.
Rigorade.
Yeah.
That looks like yellow lemonade. Where's the pink lemonade?
It's over there.
Oh. I thought you were bluffing, but okay. Ready for this?
No.
Miss.
He's gonna miss.
Oh, I know.
Kobe.
He's an assassin. Well, you say that.
Okay,
That's
see,
not...
hold on. If you're
You
thinking...
need your standards a little higher there, buddy. He's currently all over everywhere, so that's not really an accomplishment anymore.
That would have been in. It rebounded off the heaping trash that's already in there.
No, it bounced off the rim and bounced out.
Can we get an instant replay on the camera?
I mean, we could if the camera cared enough about your shots to even look.
Alright, give me the bottle. I'll try again.
Nah, it was by my feet. I can stay there. It was in.
We have 2 votes for it was in.
Your vote doesn't count, though.
I count as 2.
Hey, Matt, can you just say it was in?
That's what she said. That he said.
You missed.
God damn it. God damn it.
I can always count on you.
Drake, Sebastian, get in here. Democracy is at stake.
He's just like, I don't want nothing to do with this.
It's okay. We'll just get to
The recycling / garbage can asks, is it in yet?
I've had trasher people ask me that
I
question.
was supposed to have this on my birthday. It was going to be my shot glass, but I never got it from QB because it didn't show up.
A shot glass?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's holding a goblet, by the way.
That's 2 shots. Our shot glasses used to be big old
What?
whiskey cup when we fill them.
Fucking 6-ounce shots? Jesus.
No, whiskey cups.
Yeah?
We used to fill those full of Fireball, and I could do those in one go.
Yeah, those are not shot glasses, my dude.
They're a shot glass if you can take it all in one go.
Yeah, so is a gallon jug. That's not a good idea, though.
My friend says, no, it's no shot glass, it's a gut bomb. I'm like, if you can drink it in one go, it's a shot glass. And then Kiwi from the next room, what he said.
And we're talking about one gulp, right?
One gone.
Okay, good.
I can't do it anymore, but
I wonder why.
I throw up too much.
Yeah.
You throw up from laughing. I can't imagine actually getting you,
I had
like,
an eating disorder.
legitimately
Shut the
drunk.
hell up. I was smashed as fuck, and I didn't throw up until like 3 hours after y'all left.
That's true, you were pretty drunk.
Is it because everything started fucking spinning? As soon as it started spinning, it didn't stop spinning. And I know nothing was actually spinning, but I got dizzy, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
See, and that's why you had the couch. Because if you were on your chair, that would
Oh, yeah,
not
you
have
would
ended
be
well.
dead.
I'll be fine.
You would have
Anywho.
smashed your head so many times. We'd be
I did
hauling you out
once.
if you're in a body bag. Yeah, but if you were in that chair, as drunk as you were on this couch,
I would have grabbed the one with the arms.
that would have done very little to save you. This is a whole couch and you still fell off it.
That's because I got up to grab something, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
That was good. I'm giving that an 8.5.
I'll give it a 7. I've heard better from him.
You have a larger sample size.
Yo, you don't shit on me. I had a 30-second fucking fart on VR chat. It was loud enough to be picked up by my headset. And they're like, the fuck is that? I'm sitting there. They see me holding my stomach. I'm like, ah! They're like, what? And it would go. I'm like, woo!
Jesus, what the fuck did you eat?
I don't fucking know. That's the problem. It was after
rice.
the funeral, so whatever they gave us during the funeral.
Time for my nightly stew of fucking pinto beans and Mike's Red Hots. God damn.
Just fucking. They're like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Is it possible to orgasm from farting?"
I think I had a prostate orgasm from that fart, guys.
Yo, that hurt, but at the same time, god damn, do I feel good?
My pants are wet and not the way a fart usually makes them.
Is it normal to shirt from the front?
I keep on thinking that I'm better than this, but this
No, you're
toilet
not.
humor keeps on getting me.
Yeah, it's just the pits, isn't it?
I love how we were having a somewhat intellectual conversation about, like, antitrust laws in the EU and how it regards web browsers.
It's 'cause
And then
I-
we turned the camera on and was like, can you orgasm from farting too hard?
The camera comes on and our intelligence level drops, so I just
My intelligence level was
first.
gone to start with this.
That's true. Zach's the common denominator here. He enters the room and we all just drop 20 IQ points.
Oops.
Are we humoring him, or is he infecting us?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Based off last week, I think that was a mutual thing.
I
The mind meld.
I would classify that as an infection.
It doesn't matter. Let's do what we're gonna do. Otherwise, I'm gonna go harass people with my monstrosity that I made because it's beautiful.
Right. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It better be fucking beautiful. I've been working on that bench since about 6 this morning.
Did you not work today?
Nope.
I only
You
work
don't.
3 days a week.
Holy shit. Like 12-hour days?
2 12s and an 8.
Give me a second to do the math.
It's 32
There's
hours.
yeah.
Typically, I would do something more akin to like 50, but due to people,
I
new
did
people
call
coming
like
up.
twice, be like, hey, any hours I can pick up? They're like, yeah, let me get back to you. Never heard anything back.
It happens.
I'm not complaining because I have other things I want to do anyway, but I'm like, I could use some extra money.
Yeah, I could too.
Yeah.
We should rob a bank.
No, we should not rob a bank and tell them the neighbors did it.
Yeah.
We'll discuss this more when the camera's off.
Get back to me on this.
Let's play the game of let's not and say we did. Let's totally do it.
There's one nearby.
There's 2.
Well,
They're both
I was thinking about the one closest.
across the street.
I actually have a great idea about how to launder money using Twitch bits.
Bit.
Anyway,
It's legitimately a good idea. We'll
I'm
talk
stealing some
about it
gum
later.
worms. They better not be edibles.
No, it is Super America brand.
So it's soaked in whiskey
Yeah.
and gunpowder.
There's not a drop of THC, but it's pure ethanol.
What are you doing? Yeah, that's America right there.
Is it the ethical thing to do? So,
Just-
when we last left
No,
off,
hold on. I'm still kind of recouping from the brain damage that did to me. Ethanol to ethical.
ethical.
That's worse. That's worse. Don't defend yourself.
Either way, it's pretty potent.
Your Honor, I did not commit murder in the second degree. It was first degree.
I'll do it again. Murder.
Murder.
Your Honor, this country was founded on murdering people who pissed us off. I was simply following tradition.
Wait, did we get a
And yes.
follower?
Several, yes.
Is it Kubi?
It's pretty neat, Rodney.
That would. That was 2 hours ago. Interesting. Looks like it. Thank you very much. I don't think I noticed it earlier. I don't even know how I would pronounce that. Fragilities. Fragilities. I'm gonna like that. I like that.
I was watching TikTok, and a guy was getting stuff at a store, and he was live streaming. And he was like, "Oh, thanks for the follow, this person. Thanks for the follow. This is a stick up." Oh, and the clerk looked at him and was like, "I'm like, that was perfect."
So when we last left off, the party was split. Kalu and Rolen had been taken by Unzaz the Mad, and, well, forcibly marched all the way from where they were to the Emperor Tree, where they met Gorn himself. All the while Unzaz aggressively deciding what their children's names are going to be. And, when Kalu and Rolen got to Gorn's tent, I have to
We're good.
I have to pause for dramatic effect to ensure that these two knuckleheads don't start laughing.
That one was mostly on him.
The first thing is we gotta do the old.
Yeah, I was avoiding eye contact.
Fucking hell. After entering through the flaps of Gorn's tent,
I'm trying too hard now.
ignoring the stools that were offered to them,
You're forcing
the
through the
chest-
flaps, my dude.
the chest, I know, right? The chest with tea bags in it, you know, spice rack, and being offered a job. He opens up this chest with a deck of playing cards in there. Tarot-esque cards. Yes. Take a muffin!
These things are fucking dope.
Edible muffins, got it.
I'm gonna grab my hat and sit my ass on the couch. Get the fuck down.
So, while that was going on, the other two knuckleheads, the knuckleheads who, ironically enough, couldn't stop laughing for about 30 minutes.
I can't find my hat.
Ironically, we're basically brain dead. Of course, that's how we react.
It's in your room somewhere. I know
I
you.
steal stamps.
Yeah.
Steal stamps.
You can steal the archer cap, yes.
If I can read. The fuck was that?
The belt.
Oh.
The belt that was on Stan's head.
Oh,
Was
this
it
is
fucking
so
Pilgrim?
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the world. So, these two knuckleheads decided to sneak their way, solid snake style, into
We're doing
the,
pretty fucking good, too.
With knowledge snaking.
with solid snake in this bitch.
No, we're zombie snaking this bitch.
Oh, zombie snaking this bitch? Fucking hell.
Me and my pet druid.
Arfell Greenleaf, the sentient zombie druid, is also joining them as a zombie snek. So, these two knuckleheads decide to, let's just wind up these fucking giant wild boars and open their pens.
We let loose the hogs of war.
We let rip the hogs of war. You even bull started one. 10 pounds of force straight to the testicles. They're like, I'm gonna pull him down. I'm like, nah, straight back and let him snap.
This is gonna take a
You
while.
rip the bacon.
All right, get your puns out now.
I like my pork tender.
It's pulled pork.
I don't think we could top that. We hit gold right off the bat.
That one was for Rolen because he's not here. Oh.
What does it say about me that I was able to instinctively avoid the spit take as I had a mouthful of soda at the exact moment you
That
did
just
that?
seems kind of gay.
You don't know me.
I don't know if you can hold that much liquid in your mouth for that long. That's an issue.
Maybe. Fucking maybe. Now, as Omen becomes slightly gayer.
Or he's from the hood.
Yeah.
With the Robin Hood.
Does thine even live? Mother fornication.
Well, the hood's not sure about it.
Well, that would explain why he's from the hood.
And my name ain't Robin.
Mm. Oh, it's like Tyrone or some shit.
Robin Hood? What else do they do in the hood?
Smoke some crack. And open McDonald's and blackjack and hookers.
So we ended last session on the on the deck of tarot cards. So we're gonna open up this session with Alvyn Linghall and the and the Shinomigans.
That's our show name.
The
Shinomigans?
Shinomigans.
It was like an Alvin Lincoln and the Shenanigans.
So, if I remember correctly, you are hiding behind a tree.
Well, I was kind of out the way and we were forced to start moving, so we're moving. The last time we checked this,
You were in the tree. I believe you got down. You caught up.
So it was me, him, and the
Arfell.
Snuck.
The
I got a
snek.
scarf. A really smelly scarf.
We're just like charging in like Shrek and Donkey going into that castle.
Do you actually want to charge in?
Oh no, we're not fucking stupid. There's
Are we not stupid?
There's stuff we can do before we get there. There's stuff we can steal. And we don't have anybody else to stop us.
Like, yank the balls off a hog?
Gotta get that pulled pork, man.
So I would like to reiterate here, for the sake of the setting up of the scene. The first 4 pens on this makeshift lane, going from where you were towards the Emperor Tree, it repeats around the Emperor Tree. So there are several of these makeshift pathways with these more or less exact same setup of pens. However, not every pen, as it rotates all the way around, have giant boards. Some of them will have just...
Smaller boards.
Yes! Just smaller boards. But no, it would be things like elks.
Miniature boards.
Giant elks and stuff like that.
Ooh.
A couple of them would have...
Any giraffes?
No.
Any
What do you want
zebras?
giraffes for?
No.
Any lions?
No.
Since when were we playing goldfish with animals?
Shut the fuck. Any goldfish?
Shut the... Wait.
You bring up a good point, sir. Any rhinoceri? Octopi?
There...
Other animals that...
Dickosaurus rexes?
Oh yeah, there's dinosaurs. Let's go look
Yes.
some dinosaurs now. Forgot about those.
Chaos!
Chaos Crew.
There are bears, giant bears.
Lions.
There are giant elks.
Tigers.
There are tigers.
Bears. Oh my.
There are tigers and bears. There are no lions.
Oh my.
The
Seconded.
Burpius maximus. It's an ancient animal very few people have seen.
Whose biggest dick is got the world's tiniest dick.
All right.
You got a longer dick than Long Dick Johnson. That man had a long dick, hence the name.
Oh, come here, you're fine.
I've been already playing Fallout New Vegas. That's
Oh,
good damn.
kitty patty. Oh, the pitter pat.
All right. The lane that you guys are in. Now you guys can choose to go. Now wait. Did you join up with Omen, or did
Yeah.
Omen
Yes.
join up with you? Okay,
He
so
joined
you'd
up
be
with
on
me.
the
I went to
left-hand
them.
side of that.
Yeah.
If you really want to go to the other pens without a 100% guarantee that you will be spotted, you would have to go further left of that. If you genuinely wanted to open up more pens.
Yep, I need to do it. Whoa! This is shit.
Right? Otherwise, you can head...
Hey, is this emergency? Hey, is this urgent? Is this urgent? Okay, sounds good. Bye. Sorry. I don't usually get a call from that person.
Perfect.
I heard John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
I didn't even recognize the voice. I just heard the name.
I recognize the voice.
Well, you're closer to him than I am.
Alright, where's the yardstick?
Just whip it at his forehead.
Do you not get my meaning? You're mind brothers.
That has jack shit to do with this.
I think it does.
Get ready, Beaky.
I think it does.
Is there anything in the goblet?
Oh, I would rather you didn't, because
Oh,
like
yeah.
if there is any amount of liquid in there and it dumps onto my book, you owe me $60.
That was a birthday gift. I can't break that.
Hold on, where's my wallet?
So,
How much shenanigans are we getting into today?
probably enough where you would be forgiven to get up and make something to eat.
Hey, go make your
You
food.
might want to keep your headset on though.
You just make enough for all of us.
Yeah, you should have enough time to get, plan a flight, come on down here, get an Uber or something, We'll fill you in.
We'll comp you for mileage, but only one way.
Headset on. I'll get an Uber and take the 2-day trip and just keep my headset on.
Right. Like, driver, can you avoid gravel roads? I need a relatively stable surface to roll my dice while we're in the car.
I also need a Wi-Fi connection the entire time. So only drive within 30 yards of the McDonald's.
Going forward down the lane that you're on, albeit behind the grassy plain and the trees and shit. If I remember correctly, there were 2 pens full of raptors, and then the 5th and final pen before it just opens up. I honestly forgot what I put in there. I don't think I actually mentioned what I put in there.
Tyrannosaurus.
I will put a T-Rexosaurus in there.
I thought he said Tarascosaurus, and I'm like, no!
Each final pen has a piece of a Tarask that just barely fits inside. Only by opening all of them may you summon the Tarask.
Or we just give him a full start.
What's in this pen? Tigers. What's in this pen? Beholders. What's in this pen? Ancient bronze dragon.
What's in that one? Fish.
A
Just a
single goldfish in a bowl. His
No,
name is Klaus.
in its own pond. This is Sir Goldie. He's the richest fish in the land.
Fantastic.
He's not a prisoner. He just rents that one.
He pays for their protection.
Fantastic.
He's the big bad evil guy. It's just the fish that's sitting in a pond.
So you have all survived my malevolent machinations. But little did you know that it was I the whole time. Me. Klaus Goldie.
Yeah, let's say.
So tell me, how do you plan on defeating me?
Roger walks in. Klaus.
Klaus?
We have to
What
go.
are you doing, Klaus?
He picks him up and scares him.
I keep forgetting I have half of Kalu's weapon stash on me, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, we could
Skewer some bacon.
pawn those.
What?
Pawn them.
And I want those back at some. I want my
Why
damn weapons
pawn them when
back
I
at
can
some
use them
point.
and return them to him covered in blood?
Because you don't get any gold for that.
No, but I get respect.
I'm a thief.
Are you though?
Not a very good one.
Especially if the fucking priest can roll you.
I classed as a thief.
And I didn't. That's that natural 20 on your pickpocket and your natural 1 not seeing it.
Yeah. What the hell? I know he has a bunch of college stuff. I'm going to pick Solomon's pockets.
I don't have pockets.
Where are you carrying his stuff?
On my back.
I pick
It's
his back.
strapped in.
Oh man.
You must only have weapons then.
Yeah.
For the most part, yes. He's pretty much only got a handful of javelins, and by handful I think I like
5.
5 javelins, and a couple of hatchets.
I got 6
battle
spears.
axes. A few
Four,
battle
no,
axes.
it's 6 javelins, 4 spears, and those are 2 battle axes.
I should have kept that in mind when I had you roll stealth, because that would have been. There's no way that you could. There's no way that you could have stealthed with that much metal against each other.
At this point, it doesn't matter after he pulled the bacon.
Yeah, probably not.
They're no. You could have done that because they're specially made for my bullshittery of I can walk into it and I can stealth and steal shit in broad daylight.
Is the sun out?
Yes.
And if it's not,
fine.
if it's not, I'll just cast daylight and we'll have sun. Oh, use something.
There's no better plan for stealthing than showing up in the middle of the night, casting daylight over you.
And then flashing people.
Oh, that type of flashing.
Or the
So, to set the scene a little bit more, there were orcs that were tasked with, just kind of tending to the actual livestock. They immediately just dashed over to the giant boar that had gotten free.
Wow.
But the moment that 3 of the 4 pens, the 4th one never got broken. But
no, it's just on fire, right?
you set a piece of paper on fire in the middle of a deep, dank forest. It's not going to catch fire.
That wood is moist.
Yes. It is quite moist.
Well, I tried.
You did. You did very much so try.
That being said,
I do like to think,
perception check or something.
I do like to think a
What we
single
see.
pillar of smoke rising out from the only pen that isn't unlocked is going to freak people out, though.
Well, the thing is, like, as soon as the 3 pens literally broke or were burst open, and the boars are running amok, and it's riling up literally every single other animal, including the T-Rexes.
Oh yeah, let's go break the T-Rexes out.
Correction, all the pens were open because I got 2. Well, Arfell got 1 and he got 1.
Oh, I forgot about Arfell. That's right. Yes.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that I'm like the snake.
He was being a clever snake.
He would be a sneaky
So
snake.
all 4 of them, all 4 of those pens are open. Just even more reason for why most of the orcs in this lane, have been opened up. Sorry, all 4 orcs in this lane have opened up their feelings and are furiously running around trying to catch the boars.
and not get smoked in the process.
Open flaps, just trying to get that hog.
Yeah.
There's so many racist comments I can make.
Welcome to the campaign with no name,
When
where
is
nothing is sacred.
When have you ever been stopped from doing that?
It's fair.
I would like to point out, despite being white and, clearly the most racist commenter of all of us,
He's not like
He's the
white
one-
white. He's like Italian white.
Hey, the fuck are you?
as far as I'm aware, he's the only one of us who's dating a Mexican.
Oh yeah, how is Guadalupe? Are you implying that your Mexican girlfriend is lazy?
No.
Okay. I'm good.
I've only been with one Hispanic chick, but she was a fantastic lover.
God, I forgot. I was gonna make a reference and I can't remember what the fuck.
But she was like actually Spanish, like from Spain,
Well, that's different.
not Latin.
Spaniards.
Yes.
So, you guys are out of sight.
Out of mind.
Yes. Would any of you like to make
Commit
initial
our
rolls
sword?
to like what you're going to be doing? You do have options as you've.
I want
sort
to
of
see
mentioned
what
to
my
each other.
options are.
All right. Feel free to
Perception.
roll your perception.
20.
All right. So that dirty 20 will allow you to see that most of the orcs are indeed chasing after the, count them, 20 giant boars that have been released from those pens.
19 giant boars and one slightly above average one.
Yes. And the
That's
slightly
the
above
pissed
average.
off one.
The slightly above average is only slightly above average because of the pain between its hind legs. It's by default.
It's the barbarian.
Alright.
It's the barbarian.
Fucking hell. So, there are a handful of orcs that started to run, but were, like, pushed back by the others, as in, like, no, stay in front of these other pens. You can tell that those particular orcs are...
Weirded out.
No, they're a little just a little terrified of the T-Rexes that are now riled up, raring to go, and are seemingly only not breaking through the barrier from some damn good training. Like they push against it with their heads, and the whole thing just creaks and moves, but they're willingly not breaking it themselves, and the orcs are like.
Can I get within 30 feet of one of these T-Rexes?
Well, you could. Whether or not you'll be seen would require a stealth check.
You mean I have to get out dice for this game?
Yes.
You want to attempt destiny?
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do
Oh boy.
God damn it, that was a nat 20 on the ground, too. 25.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
So the 25, you feel quite stealthy as you make your way past Omen, beyond the two raptor cages. Those ones are they're literally jumping over each other and tripping themselves to get to the gate, and then pulling themselves from the gate so that they can get out first. They are very, very riled up. They are very, very wild.
They want some bacon.
Yeah. And this one actually does have a couple of the orcs with spears, just occasionally sticking the tips of their spears in between the fence itself, as not to stab the raptors, but think of it like an electric fence equivalent, where if the raptors think that by
Barbed
touching,
wire.
by convincing the raptors that what they're hitting harms them, they will hit it less.
I mean, the tip is never about doing the full force of it.
You'd think.
When you're just the tip,
Like that. Right.
I'd like to remind you that just the tip
Like
was your choice of word.
You Betty?
Sure.
Just get that tip between the slots, man.
Uh-huh.
All it takes. Alright, I'm gonna take my mage hand.
And release the beasts.
I would like to point out that because these... Historically, we now know that they were closer to birds, but design-wise in D&D, they are clearly reptiles.
They don't have testicles, I see what you're getting at.
Yes.
That was not my plan.
So you
You can
can't
still just-
jumpstart.
I'll jumpstart them, find the cloaca, and give it a pop.
I think you might need a little more than 10 pounds of force to break into that.
Oh, yeah, no, my plan was to just go up near this thing's eyes and just oink.
No, you could just slap it right on the ass.
No, I needed to be in enough actual legitimate pain to, like, break this down. Not like horny pain, but like, ouch, that hurts pain.
Okay. So you stealthily make your way. Do you want it at the first pen or the second pen? The second pen is right between the T-Rex and the first pen of raptors. Or do you want to be the first raptors?
No, I want to do this to a T-Rex.
Oh, to a T-Rex. Okay.
Yeah.
He's making his way down.
All right. You make your way over to the
Because the
T-Rex.
raptors won't be able to push their own way out. The T-Rexes, you said, could get out. They're just disciplined.
They're
Yes.
just
I just
they're
need to
just
set
fucking
one
with the
off.
they're just
Okay.
fucking with the help.
All right then. So Omen, it's not that he didn't score high enough to where it normally
He
would
was
be
right
unseen.
next to me when he went to
Yeah,
this.
you know where he's going because he was literally right next to you. You see him going up to this. Do you follow him?
I'm not that stealthful.
Yeah,
I'm
you
I'm
stay
staying
hidden.
in cover, and I'm going to provide backup if it's needed.
All right. How do you plan to provide backup? Because if things go
Calls
south,
down lightning.
you will. If you need, yes. So essentially, for example, if your backup was, oh, I'm gonna pull out my new sword, like as soon as shit went down, you would need to. Yeah.
No, I'm just going to ready my call lightning,
Okay.
and my target is the locks on the gates.
That's clever. That's clever.
All right.
They're very conductive.
All right then.
Just hoping that I fucking smoke one. And also, because it's from cover, I don't physically have to say anything.
Well, as
And the
long as
lightning comes from the sky.
if
Yeah.
call lightning requires verbal, you will. I'm actually gonna double check. I'm pretty sure it does.
It also lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but he just
I
has
know.
to stand out of earshot and
Yeah.
just
Earshot, a whole 10 feet away.
lightning.
Which I am. And, yeah.
No, I was making a joke that 10 feet away is outside of earshot.
Oh yeah, over the sound of a bunch of squealing hogs.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
And everything else that's riled up too. You hear like.
Yep, just verbal and somatic.
What's somatic?
It's a tribe from the Arab world.
I know what that fucking is, so I can just be like.
Yeah, hand signs. Which in your case is a.
I don't think it's told I'm anti-Semitic.
You need to go take a shower.
With an 11 hose shower head.
11 hole shower head?
But
Yeah, why the fuck would a shower have 11 hoses?
I said holes.
Oh. I kind of want to make a shower with 11 hoses.
Thanks for letting me stay over, guys. Why does your shower have a wooden door?
Don't mind the last occupant. I haven't had time to clean it up.
He's just sleeping. Just let him be.
He worked too hard in the kitchen.
Why is he bald and naked?
Why aren't you?
Good point.
It's a shower.
I might need help getting all my teeth out, though.
His teeth are gone?
Oh, that was just him.
Just that guy.
Oh yeah, you can wear his striped pajamas if you want to.
Don't mind the star.
Also, we won't be feeding you.
I mean, you're
What
more
kind
than
of
welcome.
fucking shower is this?
You're more than welcome to cook up your new friend in the oven, though.
If you get in there with him, though, it's industrial. And definitely
It's a walk-in
real.
oven.
Yeah. Walk-in cooler, walk-in oven, same thing. You're to different temperatures.
Works in the tens of thousands, too.
Oh.
Quite efficient.
What, do you guys do catering here? Well,
Of sorts!
you might notice a lot of trains coming and going. Yeah, busy? Well...
The fences aren't electric, so I guess, yeah.
Speaking of fences...
I'm not saying we're popular, but people are dying to get in.
They're also dying to get out.
This is a concentration camp. I don't know if you've caught on to that yet.
My favorite one is like, Kyle! Or Kyle, too, you need to concentrate. Well, maybe we should send him to concentration camp. Ah, god damn it!
God damn it, Cartman!
Ah, fuck!
Hey, Cal, turns out I did some research, and apparently there was something called concentration camps. Isn't that super coincidental? Like, no, Cartman, you blew it.
Oh, you paid your friends to like me? What'd you do? You didn't start out like fucking $20 me, right? You could have at least started at 12.
So, you're readying call lightning from where you are. You have gotten within range of this T-Rex.
No,
It
that's
stinks.
fine. That's fine. He can fuck his brother up.
I don't even know what the fuck Sebastian's doing.
He's squaring off against, what's his nuts?
Meow.
And Drake's just like, no, fuck off.
Well, that's nice.
You gonna let your brother sniff your ass, dude?
Apparently so. Anyway, enough with the cats off screen. So, you have used your mage hand.
Yeah.
First off, it stinks. It stinks right behind this T-Rex pen.
Okay.
There's one big pile of shit.
Nice.
So, now that you're here,
Jump in it, you can hide. Ain't nobody gonna want to dig through that.
you will have
Like
to...
Snake using a box with just a giant dinosaur turd.
See Alvyn the T-Rex
Was
pie.
that pile of shit there 5 seconds ago?
Yo, man. Somebody got cleaned up after the fucking T-Rexes. Why are the T-Rexes down in the catacombs? They don't even fit down here.
So, you've got your mage hand out. The T-Rex is...
See?
Yeah, exactly. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait till it's over near one of the guards.
Okay. It's not really... It can't get near, per se. You gotta keep in mind that the guard is keeping like a good 10-foot berth from the gate.
You mean girth?
Okay,
Yeah.
where T-Rex is nearest to the part of the pen
Yeah.
that is nearest to the guard.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's just always at that spot.
Okay. And I go up, and I do a Three Stooges wind up, and then I go...
All right. Which eye?
Oh, both.
Well, you're... I don't think you quite fathom how wide a T-Rex's eyes are. Like, apart from each other?
Yes. I can't just...
Not with your tiny gnome hand.
What's a mage?
Not your tiny gnome mage hand.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna go just pinky.
Okay. Gonna fish out its tear ducts.
I'm gonna go to the left side and just poink. Ah, yes, spaghetti straight from the can. You are also a man of culture, I see.
I wish they had the pop tops, but I'm not complaining.
Oh, the actual brand name SpaghettiOs do.
Mm-hmm.
Here, those are your knockoff SpaghettiOs.
Still good.
I buy the 89-cent can, not the 79-cent can. I am better than you.
I didn't buy them, so.
Oh, you are better than me. Anyway, so
Thank you, Sam.
I stabbed this T-Rex in the eye.
Yep, you 10 pounds of pressure straight into this
Ah,
T-Rex's
wise
eye.
guy, eh?
Yes, that is exactly what's happening.
I'm gonna need you to make an animal handling check.
Oh god. Oh, hold on. I have to figure out what my modifier for that is.
Welcome to the campaign with no name, where we endorse animal cruelty, as long as it involves the death of your enemies.
Eat your heart out, Peter.
All right.
Get a 4.
16.
Plus, minus?
16 total.
Oh, 16 total.
15 plus 1.
Okay. So, what ends up happening is there's a brief pause.
This guy actually likes me.
There's this brief pause from when you poke the T-Rex in the eye. You take a breath, and you hear...
Shit.
And this thing is going to... I'm going to roll a die to determine whether or not it reels back or reels forward. It reels backwards,
Nice.
and its ass just slams into the back of the pen where you are.
Hell yeah. Ooh,
And, what's-
aren't any big T-Rexes, mommies, that sit on me. Oh, no.
Yeah, T-Rexes, they thick as fuck.
Dummy.
They got tail for days.
I am trying to eat my enemies, but I'm dummy thick and my tail keeps distracting the guards.
And myself.
I now know what dogs think. So, it is going to thrash around in that pen. It is not going to break the pen that is facing your direction, because you rolled so well on animal handling. But the guard has, just decided to...
Nope.
That particular guard has wandered off to the other side, and he is joining the other
He's
guard.
getting on the nope train to fuck that shit, though.
Yes.
Alright, mage hand, go open the gate.
Alright. And I do believe that you snapped your fingers.
I was gonna, as it reeled back, I was gonna, BAM!
There's a bolt of lightning that comes down from the sky, striking this lock. Please roll damage for call lightning.
Stealth
I can
roll.
just fucking crank it at max. Because I'm already using a fucking spell slot, so
Okay.
I forget what it
You
is.
can hit multiple targets with that, right? Or is it one per turn?
Well, call lightning is area of effect.
Oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You say it.
Oh.
I targeted the lock. It's a call shot.
10 feet tall and a 60-foot radius.
Oh, fuck me.
That's the storm cloud.
Okay. I was about to say, if that hits me, I'm dead.
A 5 feet around. 3d10, so...
But you're behind the thing, and this door is going to take any splash damage.
So, what ends up happening is that the bolt of lightning strikes this lock.
Got some D10, I want to roll them.
I thought you said you already maxed
Oh,
it out.
it's God damn it.
Now, I'm assuming you just cast it at its original level?
Yep.
Okay.
I cast it at 8th level.
That'd be a 3rd level spell slot. 3rd level spell slot.
Man, it must be nice to still have spell slots.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have many left.
And this thing does 30 points of damage to this lock,
It's
completely,
liquefied.
utterly obliterating the damn thing. This thing doesn't even liquefy. It doesn't get to that stage of its melting existence.
gone.
Vaporizes.
It vaporizes on contact with this bolt of lightning.
Yeah. Better be bronze and or blood.
Exact choice. In
It's
chalice.
empty now. But it was fetuses.
Those are a solid?
What, fetuses?
Yeah.
Depends on if you put them in a blender or not. I like smoothies.
Oh, fucking hell.
Welcome to hell.
Now, the gate and tendons and wood that makes up said gate splinter, shatter, explode inward.
Made his wood shatter.
Mm-hmm. The rest of the cage lights on fire.
Nice.
And I'm going to roll for splash damage on the poor T-Rex.
That'll really piss off if you didn't do it. You'd be like, I need to stop fucking with lightning.
Do SA is
Is acceptable.
acceptable, yes. 13 points of piercing damage as the shrapnel of the wood lands into it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the shrapnel.
Oh boy, I'm good at those. Famous last
We're all
words.
gonna die, and they're gonna ruin all of our plans.
9.
Okay.
He's also behind whatever cover there is.
I know, it was not going to be very high.
Getting my own dice out again.
Now, you do manage to dive out of the way of the shrapnel itself, but you are still going to take 1 point of shrapnel damage as a splinter hits you in the shoulder on your way down.
Is that piercing or slashing?
Piercing. A point of piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, damn.
It's not in combat, you can do this all day. That fucking one shrapnel just keep following him.
He goes 10% of my health.
Ooh, I now know.
I could have just told you if you'd asked. You didn't have to deduce that, sure well.
I didn't even deduce, I was told.
What am I
And,
at then?
So, the orc that was away
Coward,
is very much noticing that. He's gonna turn and run.
Fucking divine intervention.
The orc that was just keeping an eye on the other T-Rex pen is all of a sudden. Meanwhile, the T-Rex behind him, in the kennel, in the cage, is not angry enough to break the door down, but rather just.
It can be.
It will be once I poke it in the eye.
And if that don't work,
Right?
for 10 minutes I can be an omnipotent little fuck.
Maybe I just open the gates?
Anywhere
so
in
we
that
don't
60-foot
kill
radius.
the T-Rexes, and then you just hit the guards?
I mean, if I hit the T-Rex and it takes enough damage, it's gonna get pissed off anyway.
So,
I
yeah,
hope.
that T-Rex just kind of Jurassic Park roars.
Again, after getting poked in the eye. Shrapnel
No, the
blasted.
other one that's in the cage.
Oh,
What are those? What are those?
I'm rolling for the raptors.
there's a storm a brewing in my pants.
Only one kennel worth of, only one cage worth of raptors gets so riled up that they start biting each other and, trying to get to the fucking cage. And they're literally ignoring the spears as they just bite into the side of this fucking cage. And they start...
Oh, that's dinosaur cruelty. I'll just go open that for them with my magic.
And with a nat 1, they do not even come close to breaking the kennel.
That's
for
cool.
some fucking reason.
I'll go open that for them with my mage hand.
These ones specifically are on the other side to where you are.
Oh, shit. Are they within 60 feet?
I mean, within 60 feet, yes.
I got the other T-Rex. You deal with the velociraptors.
You're gonna have to motion something to me because
Yeah, because he's a distance from you.
who's green?
That would be Beers. Make a spell scroll drop. Trying to make a spell scroll drop table.
Alright. I'm gonna look
Good
over.
luck with that.
I'm gonna look over at Omen.
At
and
which
I'm
point,
gonna,
there's no luck at all.
I'm gonna
It's just bullshit.
signal to Omen.
Do I roll to understand if I know what he's fucking saying? Because I didn't even catch half of that.
Okay, that's a storm and then lightning, but do it over there.
Make an insight check.
Can I assume that we over in the tent here?
That's a
any of
9.
this that's going on.
Well, I'll get to you in a moment. It possibly, maybe.
Like, I honestly could have caught the first part of that. I didn't know what the second part was.
Well, with a 9, roll performance.
1.
Okay. I rolled better than you. 13.
13. Okay. So,
That adds up to more than 20. I think that's a success.
Omen, what you see and what you're able to comprehend is, what did you do?
So, clouds, and then lightning, but like do it over there.
All right. So what you're able to translate is call lightning 6-shot, bro.
Call lightning Kobe.
And along came Zeus. Bam!
So you do know that he's talking about call lightning and being useful, but you can't quite make out through his hand signs what he wants you to do with it.
I sign language signal. Kobe.
I'm just gonna be like,
What the hell's a Kobe?
like
Cobius?
Kobeus Dickus. I'm gonna try again. There, on that lock.
I don't understand it. That's a 1. 4, 7.
Yeah, no, it's lightning. Call lightning, and you do it
Yeah,
over.
but with a 1, I don't
you
understand.
do it
jack
over
shit.
there on that lock.
The god's urination over there has been known to be sexual.
I'm gonna make a check to see what he was pointing at the first time.
You can look over there and you can see both raptor cages. One of them is clearly trying to bite the cage, and the others are just.
Well, if search you don't succeed, blast the next door fucking open.
All right.
Lock
So
it, pop it.
which lock? Do you want the lock on the other T-Rex pen, or the Raptors L1, L2, R1, or R2?
D2.
Sorry.
Center raptor pen.
Or you hit the gnome.
All right. So Center Raptor, is that going to be
I don't know what the number
L1
ones.
or R1.
R1.
You said there was 3 of them.
R1.
Yes, there are 4 raptor pens.
Say R1.
So
Okay, R1. Right one.
a little kibitzing, but I'll allow it. You bolt of lightning on the lock of that particular raptor pen.
That wasn't me metagaming. That was me, like, tard wrangling him to get a sentence out. That wasn't
It's
cheating.
fair.
That was me doing a civil service.
Do you want to use his D10s or mine?
He's only got 1 D10. Right? That's D10, 12.
That's a 12. See, the trick is the number in it is how many sides there are.
No fucking shit. 10,
Yep.
19, and a 4.
23. So, 23 damage to this lock. It doesn't obliterate, but it does become a molten mess as you also deal that much damage to the raptor that was... The 2 raptors that were on that fucking gate.
They'll be fine.
They die,
Oops.
but the gate is now done, and I am going to roll for their...
So they're escape.
They are scared shitless, and they are now kind of like away from the door, as they're just kind of like...
Omen needs to write a book. Omen's successful lockpicking method. What? Just zap the shit out of them until they open.
So the orcs are now frantically looking around. They're going to be with disadvantage.
Hello,
They're going to be they're going to be rolling for perception to try and find you guys. A 16 or a 7. So
I'm good either way.
Omen, you would need to roll a stealth because I don't remember.
I'm in the bushes.
Well, yeah, that's why you're going to have advantage on this one.
Behind a tree.
Yeah. You'll have advantage on this one because you are already very well. Well, that roll alone is going to pass.
14. And you said advantage.
Yep.
20.
So with a natural 4,
Crit success.
a natural critical success for that particular die, you hit something very firm in your back, and you go, "Wah!" Excuse me, sir. You're the one who rolled that 4.
Got the sergeant.
The sergeant was called. But yeah, you feel stealthy. The orcs don't know where the fuck you are, and they're just...
I don't feel stealthy. I am unseen.
But they are rushing around. At this point, they're kind of stepping away from the pens themselves, and a number of them actually say out in Orcish, notify the commanders we're under attack. And a few of them rush over towards the Emperor tree, whereas the others just kind of like... It's a really shitty formation, but they're taking some kind of a formation
And it's
while...
an orc, and I can understand it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
Mage hand. I want to go hit L2. Don't.
Alright, L2 or L1?
You said L2.
Yes. I said L2.
Okay, because you skip L1, and you get to L2.
Well, my hand flies past.
Yep.
It's magic.
It's magic.
It's
magic. And, alright.
also, where's the nearest tree to me?
Oh, there are several trees. I would say there's about 3 trees. Not one after the other, but there are about 3 trees kind of like in those awkward triangle positions that are in between T-Rex, no longer gate, L1 and L2 where you're going.
One more than the hotel.
One more than the hotel? Okay.
So far,
2 trees by Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
so far we're doing better than what Roland originally wanted to do, and
We'll definitely
Not doing-
rub that in his face next time.
and we're doing it at range.
So,
Alright, I let those raptors out.
alright, you're
Big
going to make a
scaly
lock
puppies.
picking.
Lockpicking.
Lock picking on
But I'm using my
L2.
mage. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I know, you have to roll dice.
Yo,
I have to.
in the tray.
See, this is why I have that's cocked. Oh, well, now it's not... It was cocked enough that moving it a little bit knocked it over.
I will accept it.
I don't know if... Do I take the 11 now, or do I roll again?
You will take the 11.
Alright. That's fine, because it's a 14. Wait, is that a sleight of hand, or is that a proficiency?
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. This mage hand passes by you.
Actually, I could have taken that other 4 and been fine, but...
The mage hand slides past you, slides down your chest because you're a self-centered little bastard. You take your thin little lockpick, and it just...
Click.
Because you can totally pick a lock with a single pick.
Right.
You can totally do it with one pick.
Well, it's a magic hand. It can do a lot of things.
Right? It's very dexterous.
Just like Guadalupe.
Anyway. So, you undo the lock. The raptors do break out. Or rather, the next time they... yeah, they do. They break out because the orcs who were holding the spears to the pens have also retreated into this semi-formation.
We're breaking free.
Breaking
The raptors...
breaking the law.
The raptors
So
break out,
we're-
lunge at the remaining orcs. And one more for good measure. So,
When we get next week, we
How-
kill 2 raptors.
how badly do you want me to describe how
Let it
5
rip.
raptors begin... Huh?
We just let it rip.
These raptors leap on top of
Cold
the
orc.
orcs themselves. They start digging into their flesh,
Cold
their
orc.
necks. They start using their talons to rip through their jugulars. The tendons, the fucking rib cage get pierced into, under, and as the raptors lift up their mighty legs, just pull the rib parts of the rib cage, just pull up full on open. The orcs.
Crunchy.
The orcs that were in a semicircle then kind of turn to face their allies, now being viciously torn asunder and just bitten into. You two are off in the shadows going like,
Just kind of...
You're
That T-Rex like, bam.
both of your floating skulls are going, rip and tear until it is done. Oh, dude, this is not PG-13, man. That is... I am not 21 years old. I should not be allowed to watch this bull... This is a snuff story. What the hell?
You only have to be 18.
What?
Let
Yeah.
the chaos in the
I'm not 18 either.
Oh. I assume you don't have any higher education.
A what?
So you're talking to mine, but yet you're not next to me.
That's also true.
It's telepathic.
Is it?
No.
It's not. I would say
If
that...
you went to college, you would have seen that much man-meat Gideon.
So that's your surfer dude disembodying floating
Oh,
skull.
I know the voice.
Yours is saying, what if I told you that the circle of life is everything that those jagged teeth touch?
Hey, yeah, let's get this monetized.
What if I told
You should go and join them.
What if I told you you are infringing on copyright?
I am not the one who started singing.
What's the other skull?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go open up the other one.
Okay.
T-Rex like go fuck it.
Okay, roll your 3d10s.
Watch, I'm gonna roll 3 ones. An 8, a 9, and a 7.
That is the opposite of ones.
That lock also goes bye-bye.
How much hit points does a lock have?
Depending on the lock, it goes by, 5 for something more like a latch or a wood lock.
The one that I turned into just powder.
15.
Yeah, I overkilled it by 15 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
These locks have roughly 15 HP.
And you double murdered it.
So that particular pen also opens up, lit on fire. The T-Rex from T-Rex pen L has at this point bursted out because it is now open and free and its pen is on fire.
Fire bad! Fire is bad with splinters all across its
Yes.
face.
Yes, it is. It's got fucking wood splinters, one of which I'm going to roll for percentage.
Did you get it popped in the eye as a blind?
Yes, it did.
A shotgun blast, a kick in the cloak.
Well,
No one owes you anything.
That's our new pet, is a blind T-Rex.
It's got a splinter in one eye, not both, but it is slightly off balance as a result of that. It's rushing through something and then like not quite stopping, and then it like bumps into something because it doesn't have depth perception.
It's a Cyclopsosaurus.
T-Clops.
T-Cloposaurus Rex.
T-Cloposaurus.
T-Claposaurus because of the tail.
The second T-Rex bursts out.
T-Cloposaurus.
The second T-Rex bursts through its cage and does its roar. And well, make a lock picking, a sleight of hand for the lock on L1.
24.
You pick that fucking lock. It and those raptors also go out. And they utterly destroy the remaining orcs.
Dope.
Meanwhile, Omen, you feel the zombie snake on your shoulder, tail, telling you to like. It's just repeatedly pointing in the direction of the elder tree, frantically.
Autobots transform and roll out. I'm just gonna follow my compass, I guess.
So you
Mumbling,
burst out of your.
Keep it up, and I might keep you as a pet. I was kidding. It was a joke.
So, do you make any attempt to hide that you're running?
Of course, I'm gonna attempt to stay out of sight, especially of the big things. But the orcs are probably too busy occupied with this shit showing.
So the main reason I ask this question is because Alvyn passed you to get to where he is, so he's behind you right now. So the question is, like, do you want to let Alvyn know that you're running towards the elder tree?
Yeah.
How do you notify him?
Big tree.
So you're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna hope that he's looking in your general direction.
Yeah, we're doing charades again. That went so well the first time.
Well, I don't want to give away my position because I'm still pretty hidden, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm definitely not paying attention to you. I'm focused on the locks.
So how, like, if you want to get his attention, how do you plan on doing that?
I'm going to call a lightning bolt 5 feet away from him.
You call lightning. It blasts right in front of you. Sorry. Not right in front of you. It right in between the two of you, but 5 feet from you. Breaking limbs of the tree that's above you. Mass destruction. Feel free to make a perception check to notice who the fuck just did that.
Oh, he knows! He knows! He remembers the tingle. His little mark on the top of his head. He's like, whoop!
I look over to where I last saw you and I go, what the fuck?
You then see Omen in his brand new duds that, you know, totally makes him look like a girl, even though he totally looks like a man. That's what he thought your new model was, a woman.
I thought that was like Sarah or something.
Oh, Sarah looks very, very different.
It's my casual combat wear.
Mm-hmm. It's the casual combat wear that he actually bought, as opposed to just found off corpses.
Can we get a life-size Sarah?
I mean, it would take a long-ass fucking time, and you're paying for the materials.
We'll just get a real doll and we can fix it up accordingly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I repeat my point, you're paying for the damn thing.
Dolls are like $1,600 to $1,500.
Yeah.
What? Like $600 to $1,500. Yeah.
God damn.
Well, yeah, they're expensive.
I can get a CPR done me for cheaper.
So, welcome to the campaign with no name, where you will learn how expensive sex dolls are.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
So, you, after the bolt of lightning strikes down near you, and the scar up top of your bald dome just... You,
Solomon.
you see... He who must not be Solomon named.
It's
You
solemn
see-
judgment, baby.
You see Solomon just kind of go like...
There's a large penis. It jizzed. It jizzed over there.
And he just goes... And he starts running towards the other tree. Do you follow him?
Quarterback, Pastor Rogers. Blue 42. Blue 42.
Close enough.
I'll pursue at a safe and stealthy distance.
Okay, you pursue at a safe, stealthy distance.
Spell is coming used today.
Yeah. And as the two of you make your way towards the Elder Tree, we will now Star Wars wipe, but without the lightsaber this time. Inside the war tent.
We couldn't afford
of
the
Gorn.
rights to it. We're not going to fuck with Disney twice in one episode.
What's this I hear about not wearing the purity rings?
Fuck that episode.
I worked too hard and too long to have anybody fuck this up. You fucking bitch!
Get out there and spray your white hot foam over all those little girls.
Oh, we love you, South Park. I mean, they love you. I barely watch your episodes. I've seen episodes, and I
know
like what I
enough.
saw. I know enough, yes.
You used to be really good.
Oh, you used to be?
Yeah.
I like the Tatery Farms arc. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a good arc, but it was still part of a bad season.
Yeah.
Mm. So anyway, Kalu,
Yes. Yeah.
we cut to you and Gorn in Gorn's war tent.
All right.
He stands before you with this sized chest, open, a red velvet blanket cloth thing inside, holding up a deck of tarot cards.
It's always soft and pink on the inside.
And nice black and hard on the outside.
That's not where I was hoping that would go.
If I wasn't so low on health and most likely end up dead, I would say that I would kind of take the box from him because it is daylight.
Yeah.
Oh.
You roll a natural 20. Your hands go faster than the speed of sound.
Where's he gonna put it?
And Gorn is just holding this bar. It's like, yes, everything that...
Just standing there. Just...
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It has to be done. You have to at least try it.
So, just randomly, there almost feels like there to be this gap in your memory. And yet, at the same time, you can still sort of remember Rolen as you hear a heavy as a pendant has now landed on the ground next to you where Rolen was.
I pick it up.
Alright, you pick up this pendant. Gorn just kind of looks at you perplexed. Is like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you drop something?
Yes, I did. I'll put it on. Just for because I don't have my pants. I don't have pockets.
You have your pants. They just don't have pockets.
Draw me wearing this, Gorn, and nothing else.
Oh, you see now I'm just imagining, like, if we actually had fame, someone would be drawing Kalu naked, but with the pendant on his around his neck.
Someone would deep fake that whole scene. Instead of Kate Winslet, it's just Kalu.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'll put it in his. I'll just put it in his pockets.
All right.
Pockets.
You take the string that makes up the necklace part of it, and you kind of just like tie it up around your belt. Unless you actually wanted to put it around your neck.
No, I don't feel like getting bamfed to the astral plane right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's fun!
I don't feel like doing that in a moment. I mean, it'd be awesome, but he's kind of doesn't want to get bamfed there again for a while.
I must admit, that pendant does look expensive. Where'd you get it? I figured. Keep him in mind. He's still holding this chest open for you.
He went to Jared.
I went to the medieval equivalent of Jared.
He went to Fantasy Jared. Just like Fantasy Denny's.
Space Denny's?
Yes.
Space Denny's. We're a breakfast joint and a strip club.
Keep an eye out for our Star Wars campaign at some point, DM'd by him.
Oh, God.
We will be streaming this, damn it.
We will be tried at the hog for what happens.
So, but he is still holding this this chest open to you. He's just kind of making casual conversation as his eyes kind of like go back and forth from the pendant to just like staring dead into your fucking soul. Where did you find it? I am curious.
Let's see, where did I get this? I don't know. Some corpse somewhere. There's been so many.
Roll deception.
We took all the jewelry before we put them in the ovens.
That's a natural 22.
You want her? How about you? We make another deal. After, of course, you've taken from the deck. Take from the deck, then we can move on to negotiation about trading her. And he motions to the to Grisniak's daughter. Head still down, arms folded over herself a little bit. Give me the pendant, and she's all yours. His mouth grins far wider than it should. Not nearly as wide as most goblins can, of course, but as a hobgoblin, clearly this guy has stretched his jaw enough to take massive bites out of his enemies, because his teeth are quite sharp and not fully clean.
What that mouth do?
You want to find out, little gnome?
Yeah.
Does he want to give up the pendant? He's infatuated with this person. Does he want to give up the pendant? That's not his.
Now keep in mind, this is coming in a sort of like a more of an echo of who Rolen was, rather than, let's say for example that you met someone that was like genuinely impactful enough to remember, but you can't quite make out whether he was blonde or brunette, right? Or you can't quite tell if he had facial hair or not. It's one of those instances where you can very clearly remember Rolen, but all of the details about what he looks like and sounds like are hazy. And you can remember that this pendant does belong to him.
You remember traveling with a druid named Rolen, but all you can remember when you try to think of him is just Danny DeVito. Yeah, he was short, bald, he was always talking about his magnum dong.
remember is the penguin from Batman. That's it.
Oh, you mean our health secretary?
I forgot that's what she looked like.
That's a tree.
Sorry.
That is what he looks like, though.
No, okay. So the reason why I said she was because there was a video that I watched. Jay Longbone did a live reading of "I'm Not Starfire," and she used the penguin from that movie as the thumbnail, but with the "I'm Not Starfire" hair and makeup. That's why I said that. I'm sorry. Oh, that was funny as fuck.
Who I want to let's see what this person's bad about. As tempting as your offer to trade this is, while I have the pendant now, it is not mine to give away.
Oh? I thought you said you picked it up of some corpse. If it is not yours, to whom does it belong?
I am delivering it to its owner.
Ah. Curious. Very curious. If I can't have the pendant now, surely we can cut a deal after this.
And he just takes a small step forward.
Let's see. Yeah, he'll draw a card because he's gonna have to anyways.
All right.
See
So-
what he gets.
So
Wait, before he draws a card, he's
Okay.
gonna ask something because he knows he does not have it yet. Once I draw a card, or before I draw a card, can I get my sword back? Can I get my weapon back?
Before you draw a card, I'm afraid not. You'll need to make a decision before you leave this tent, and I'm not certainly going to leave this tent to grab your weapons. You can grab them afterwards. Trust me.
That's a stretch, but alright, he'll draw a card.
All right. So you reach into the cards, and you draw a card, and you feel a magic just. First of all, roll an Arcana check
Feels
to see if you
hard
notice
cards.
this.
Roll to trust in the heart of the cards.
18.
An 18. All right. So I'm just stepping over here so I can grab what this looks like, more or less. Okay. Oh, perfect. Figures. So,
What'd you say?
I said figures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kobe.
I know, right? So what ends up happening is you feel a shuffling. It's the best way I would describe it is that brief moment where you're going up against like a master magician and the guy is able to shuffle the card past your fingers, but you can't see him do it. But you can feel it. Somehow, you don't quite understand how, you feel this sort of like a magical shuffling right as you pick up the card from the top of the deck. And you turn it over, and you see this tarot card face that, well, it is of a woman holding up scales. You have drawn the balance card. Your alignment has been reversed.
Wow.
You want to know why this is so perfect?
Because he was evil before, but now he's...
Because I know he's chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
So now he's lawful neutral?
He is now switched to lawful neutral. You feel this magic course through your veins, and you feel your very morality shift and twist and bend, and all of a sudden it rights itself as though looking at a mirror. All of a sudden, those thoughts about how these human settlements and these laws from Schreier Town, all of this stuff that they just want you to do for the sake of order, that's stupid as hell. All of a sudden, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about it, and you're thinking, maybe there's merit to this. Maybe there's some semblance of a good idea to having a universal code that affects not just your own. Maybe there's some truth to having some semblance of order as opposed to just family ties. All of those thoughts of, killing for the sake of pure revenge goes out the window. It's still in your head because, a wrong has to be righted. But now you're thinking, instead of thinking, I must gain vengeance, now you're thinking, I must get justice.
This is dope.
And, huh?
I want to draw a card. I want to see what happens.
And Gorn is looking at you as though he's analyzing something, and he just kind of asks. He doesn't seem to quite notice it.
Well, how do you feel?
And as he asks this question, the balance card sort of like shimmers a little bit. The light fades, and there's this with your. You said it was an 18 Arcana, was it?
Yeah.
You're able to barely notice. There's this slight, kind of like this last jolt of electricity, but more magical, jumping from one corner to the next, and you can just kind of faintly see, for the briefest of moments before the card just kind of like fades until it's nothing more than just like it looks like just basic parchment. It looks like the basic canvas that would be before the card is painted. For the briefest of moments, you see a different card. For the briefest of moments, you saw a burning skull. But congratulations, you have been forcibly converted from chaotic neutral to lawful neutral.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh yes. Have fun with that.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna hate him.
Can you imagine if Alvyn became lawful good?
You can't tell me that he's chaotic evil.
Oh, no. Okay, so he become lawful evil.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he moved on the one axis because he was neutral.
Yep.
I'd move on both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think of it as both, like, let's say one goes up and the other goes down.
Like elevators.
Yep. But it always goes up by 2. Or down by 2.
So if you're neutral, it's just...
Yep. If you're neutral, it stays right where it is.
Yeah.
Gorn is now looking a little...
Oh, they're going to hate him. Yep.
So Kalu, make an insight check.
Insight. Oh god, I hate insight.
Your new lawful neutral
Whoa.
self.
Well, that's a dirty one.
A dirty one. A dirty one. He rolled a
Yeah,
2!
It's a dirty one.
You're just looking at this.
See why I hate insight?
Your new lawful neutral self might want to get some points in there. So what ends up happening?
That's not happening anytime soon.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you will. You don't know. So you can't quite make out what Gorn is thinking, but he's just kind of staring at you unblinkingly.
Well, how do you feel?
Good.
Make a persuasion roll. Because you're not technically lying.
No, he's not. On. Fuck. There it is. Well, that's a. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than the first one I rolled.
Yeah, just a tad.
Fucking dice decided to run away and rolls up as a natural 1. It's like, ah, fuck. So I rolled again, dirty 20.
Hey there, Sebastian. Hi. Hey there, kitty. Meow. There's your kitty. Kitty.
It's just some random cattail. So, Gorn looks pleased. He looks satisfied, but he also looks a little curious.
Well, welcome to the crew. So, do you still want me to kill my other lieutenants? Would you still want them dead? Or are you most satisfied with your new position?
As you're thinking about responding to that answer, while you're thinking about that, I'll have you roll perception.
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 It is a... Why now does my dice want to say that I can roll high? That's a 21.
You hear heavy footfalls coming from the other side of the opening of the tent. And you kind of glance back behind you real quick just before the flaps of the tent are just like flung open, and you hear this snapping. And Gorn puts the chest under his arm. And this orc, in Orcish, because why the fuck would he speak Common? Why would he speak Valnurian?
Yes.
In Orcish, he speaks to Gorn. My lord, we're being attacked! Gosh, Gorn, we're under attack. We don't know who's doing it, but lightning's being called down from the sky.
Ruh-roh.
I'm using 10% of my power, man.
You're great with voices. You should be on that show. The important role. Critical dice.
I don't think they'd like me very much.
You know, the show.
No, like Matt, Carl, and I, we had this conversation during Monday's stream, where like we've all agreed that when it comes to differences, the main, the ideas are usually going to be the same, but it's how we accomplish those ideas that creates the friction. I don't think they like me based on how I do things. Maybe they would. I don't know. I've never met them. I don't know. I've heard they're all sweethearts, though.
Yeah. Well, they definitely seem like pansies.
Anyway.
Some of them in a good way. Some of
Anyway.
them not. Sam Regal.
What? Is that personal beef or something?
I don't know if personal beef, because I've never met him. I like all of the cast members. Except Sam.
Fair enough. One of my sergeants pretty much likes everybody in the cast except for the dude who played... The dude who's always got the multicolored hair.
Taliesin Jaffe.
Thank you. Except for him. He does not know why.
I hated Molly Mock. And then, after he played Caduceus Clay, I was like, Taliesin is the best person on this entire cast.
Alright then.
He has the most range.
Yeah. I could... As long as he's not doing the goth guy. As long as he's not doing that, I'd agree. He does not know how to do that. Anyway. In all reality, the orc literally just says,
Help! Like, Gorn! We're under attack! Someone's laying waste to the livestock and the dinosaurs in section 47J. 47J? Why? That's the same direction,
and he keeping the chest tight under his arm. He kind of walks over to you, ever so slightly behind you, puts a hand on your shoulder, and he says,
Why, that's the same column that our latest sergeant has come from.
And the orc just kind of looks over at you and goes,
Sergeant?
Yeah,
Him?
He rolled a 20 for it.
Yes. We've made a deal. Our ranks will be reformed. Especially with Doug's unfortunate passing. Now, why don't you be a good little soldier and take your new superior officer back to his equipment? Please.
Oh, promotion.
a promotion!
Yes, I got one.
Does it include a pay raise?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
It never does.
It's a pay deduction, damn it.
Right? No, oh man. No, like there's this one guy who trained me for security. No joke, he was doing the job of a sergeant, and just being paid as a beat guard, right?
Yep.
He was doing that for like maybe 4 months. They finally promoted him to sergeant, and one of the common jokes between myself and him were like, hey, at least you're not being paid for the work you did for 4 months.
Well, sometimes a promotion means you become a salary. And it's like, oh yeah, you get a 2% raise, but you're also working an extra 20 hours.
Yeah.
You don't get overtime.
Right.
Well, I do know that we get overtime regardless.
Oh.
I think the only ones who get salary are the owner of the company and the woman who does the hiring. I think those are the only two.
HR and executives, yeah.
Yeah, more or less. So anyway, this particular orc I'm going to just briefly describe. Shorter than you, Kalu. Got himself these, it's not dreads, it's,
Cornrows.
No, close, actually. It's multiple rows of of braids being pulled back. I don't know if that's cornrows or anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much cornrows.
Okay, so pretty much cornrows.
Rows.
Rows?
Yeah.
Corn rows. Going all the way back, just about shoulder length. Not quite as muscular as you. In fact, you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a dad bod. Bit of a dad bod on him. The orc himself is not wearing a whole lot in terms of like trophy armor or anything like that. As in, like, there isn't an animal pelt anywhere. There are no like bones for additional flair or anything like that. But he is wearing some good solid pants. Some good solid pants, thick boots. He's got some gloves to him, and he's got a couple of belts. A couple of them go across the chest that is clearly designed to hold a shield, but he's carrying the shield in his other hand. It's a really shit shield, just saying. It is made just out of layers of wood.
Real turd.
Yeah. Made of wood, multiple layers of wood, not all of them cut up all that well. The sword is very nice. The sword on his hip is very nice.
Pick his pockets, I won't find much.
I actually wasn't going for there, but yes. That is true. You won't find much if you try to pick his pockets.
Try it anyway.
He is wearing the necklace with the 3 coins in the center, though. This one is 2 silvers and 1 bronze. Copper, not bronze. 1 copper and 2 silver.
You got the Olympics on the mind.
Did you honestly forget that that's been a thing for a while now?
What?
All of Gorn's hand are wearing these necklaces that show their rank.
No, but the fact that you said bronze instead of copper.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, just in case you
Owens.
missed it, Kalu's alignment got swapped.
Cool.
He is now
y'all are gonna hate me.
Kobe.
So he's evil now.
lawful neutral.
Oh yeah.
He's good. Yeah.
So,
No more picking pockets for you.
oh, that's right. That's right. Depending on the circumstances, he won't want to pick pockets because that'll be against the
No.
law.
It'll be against societal laws. But then again, his society is also orc, so yeah. He's still picking pockets for a while.
His idea of lawful is you did something bad, I smash your skull.
I will allow you to use that as the translation. The lawful neutral is whatever location I am in, that's the law I follow, plus your
Yep.
personal code. I am a...
I steal everything in sight as long as it's daylight.
Oh, yeah, lawful neutral.
In brightest day, and not blackest night, I will steal everything in sight.
Follow.
How is that
Yeah.
not chaotic?
Magic.
I ate too much.
Right. So, You get-
pump.
hmm?
You guys got a stomach pump?
No.
You not.
Like a bicycle air pump?
No.
Vaguely.
Okay. I'll just stick that down my throat.
That'll make it worse.
It has to get worse before it gets better.
This is my muffin. This is my muffin key. I love you, but this is my muffin.
If you want
You
something
left,
sweet, come
you
here.
left it in his territory. His territory is the floor. It's his.
Not wrong.
Yes, it's very much not wrong.
Katie, would you like some taffy? Would you like some soda tea?
You get led outside of the tent, assuming you don't want to stick around to do something else.
No, he got told to do something. He's gonna go do it.
All right. You pass de
He got
Grisniak's
told by
daughter.
an authority figure to do something.
So you pass by de Grisniak's daughter. She doesn't quite turn to look at you, but rather she kind of like instinctively like leans a little bit away, and like her eyes just kind of like follow where your shadow is.
She knows he's into those shorties.
She is approximately. She's taller than her dad. I'll need to double check how tall de Grisniak is, because I know he's on the taller side of being a goblin.
That's still a low bar.
Yes.
Taller than Alvyn.
Yes. Taller than Alvyn for sure.
Well, yeah, you want to talk about a low bar.
So, she just kind of like leans away from you.
To be Grace.
And you get led by this orc, who is... The best way I could describe it is he's trying to act more important than he ultimately ever will be. As in, like, he's putting more of a swagger into his steps than he obviously should. He's strutting faster than he probably should. Yeah, Sebastian's a little picky when it comes to being held. Like, sometimes he's completely okay with it, and other times he's all like, let me go.
It's alright, he's a hostage, he doesn't say this.
So, you get led from there, and you can see off in the distance, you do not need to make a perception check. You can see storm cloud in a very specific location, and you just kind of look up and go, Omen.
It's an omen.
Brother!
More of the, at this point, it's more of the, oh god, it's Omen.
Like, you see Omen's face emerge from the shadow cloud, and it's all like, remember who you are.
Remember me. You're Disney again.
Like, you are my brother, and the one true orc. Half-Orc. For me.
Oh.
Now the orc leads you down the down into. It's basically the. It's a massive moat / trench. Trench in the sense that there's no water. Moat in the sense that it surrounds the entirety of this elder tree, emperor tree. My bad. Elder tree is something else entirely.
Yeah, that's next block over.
Yeah. Like,
I put a patent on this name, you hear me? You can have your emperor tree.
We don't like
Ain't
that.
got no mansion underneath it.
you just see him walk out, the signs upside down, and he's like,
Home sweet home.
oh, fuck. So, you get led all the way to the, where this other larger group of orcs are just hanging around, really. They're rushing to get... Sorry. They are rushing to get
Hurry up
weapons... Yeah, hurry up and wait. They are rushing to get their weapons and armaments and whatnot. You do see a couple of them that you recognize, and a couple of the goblins that you saw when you were detained earlier, including one goblin who is still just trying to figure out what the fuck this weird pendant-looking fucking thing is. It's this relatively, like, palm-ish sized circular pendant with 3 feathers sticking up. And I described it a while ago, but I'll re-describe it here. The feathers themselves have this hollow point between them and the rest of the pendant itself, but there are points that look like they just kind of barely connect them together. And the goblin's just kind of going... Other goblins are trying to poke it, and it's like...
I'll snatch it from him.
Alright. Now you will need to break away from the orc that's leading you to do this, but you can if you'd like.
Let's see, do I want to use my authority?
Because you can barely remember Rolen, you can also remember that this was given to him.
Let's see, do I want to assert my authority? Let's see. Nah, he'll leave. He'll go get his weapon first.
Alright. So I'll say that you make a mental note as to which one it is and where the fuck he is. You keep on going.
He'll pull out his imaginary piece of paper. Goblin number 1 must cross it out. Take Item.
Must confiscate.
Lawfully
Contraband.
recover.
Must
Lawfully retrieve.
confiscate.
Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. You don't go too much farther beyond that, maybe about 2-3 tents further down, and you see orcs are currently just fascinated by this obsidian black blade with a gold line down the divider, not the divider, this break in the center
Oh my God.
of the blade itself.
It's big black with a vein in the middle.
Yes.
It's been the running joke for the longest time.
Yeah.
I knew it was a large black sword. I wasn't aware it had a vein.
It's right here. It's on the statue.
Oh, that's what those are.
Yeah. So you get over there. The orc says to the others,
We're to give him back to our new commander.
and the other orcs are just kind of looking at you, Kalu, going,
Him? Mm-hmm.
one of the orcs is just kind of like, the other one just kind of spits at your feet.
I'm not going to follow orders from a splintered shield.
Punch him right in the fucking teeth.
Yep.
Because knowing you, that fucking unarmored bullshit you pulled the last time's like, not gonna take. Sorry, what was that?
Yep, that's what he does.
All right, roll to hit as you step up to this defiant orc.
Just casually walking up. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Surely we can work something out.
Too bad you don't have 3 charges of your ram ring.
Yeah.
Really fucking up store your dominance.
Oh, that's a 27.
So you step up to this orc, and the orc kind of like flexes his shoulder
That's
muscles.
a natural 27.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
hold on. I need to pull this up.
How does the grass taste, little man?
How does my fist taste?
Tastes like stone shitting swat.
Okay. Maybe this will be.
Angel wannabe, goody two-shoe, chicken brain.
Okay. Hopefully the microphone will pick this up.
No, not really.
Shoryuken!
Okay, so basically just think of the Street Fighter Shoryuken! You win!
Dragon Ball
Perfect!
Z.
So you just deck this fucking orc right in the nose. Just lays him out fucking right onto the ground. He was holding onto the sword, but because of the massive fist to the face action, he kind of like it slips from his hand and it drops onto the ground a little bit.
Can I try to catch it?
Go for it.
Natural
It's
one.
gonna work, but
Natural one.
Well, if the natural one's like, he's still gonna catch it just in his foot.
he's gonna catch he just boots it.
It's gonna go through his foot. He's gonna take damage and he's gonna die.
He's dangerously close to death. We don't need to do this.
That'd be what is it, acrobatics.
Yes, I will allow you to make an acrobatics check for this.
Another
It's
20.
an 8.
8?
18.
Oh, 18.
18.
So as you pop him right in the face. You're leaning forward a bit, and you just kind of pull back.
I've missed you so much.
My precious.
Yeah.
For 300 years, the sword passed out of all knowledge, until, when chance came, it ensnared a new bearer. I'd like to pick its pockets. Neat!
I just realized that I've got 2 references with my new toy.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I can use the He-Man and I can do a Thundercats.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I didn't think that was what you were going for at all. Alright then.
Because if it does, get that sight beyond sight.
Fuck's sake. The orc who was who was sitting next to the other orc, like gets up and like pushes the stool that he was sitting on down, and just hesitates a moment because he just saw you laid out his buddy with one punch.
Fist.
Yeah.
One punch! And he wasn't raging.
Yet. I would like to point out, everybody, that this is the 3rd time that Kalu has scored a natural 20 on bare fisticuffs.
Switch monk, my guy.
Half-Orc monk.
He's a hunk.
Maybe next time I do the character, I should just be I'll take a couple levels of barbarian and the rest of monk.
Just for like the rage and health buff, and then stunning strike, rage.
No, you gotta try class. You gotta throw Bard in there for cutting words and inspiration. What are you gonna do? I punch so hard, I inspire people to do better.
My song is of inspiration. Is the sound you hear when my fists break skulls.
No, it's when you
Just gotta make sure that strength, dex, and constitution, and then charisma are my highest stats.
Well, I mean, max that charisma out, you'll be fine in any situation.
Oh, make sure, especially for bard, but to make sure my dex and
Well,
constitution
monks
are my
too.
highest stat,
They use
so I can
charisma.
have so I can have the ungodly. What is that?
You do not want to start this shit.
So
Yeah, no. You don't want to start this because I have an AC of 20. And I'm unarmored.
You will die.
So the the orc who is leading you is you can feel the force around you as you can hear him like put a hand on his sword handle. Doesn't draw it. He's kind of waiting for you to do something.
We found a shield with you. It's over there. You won't knock this one out.
Unless I want to.
And he leads you over to the next tent over. And
Wait, did he seriously just KO the bitch?
yeah,
Oh, I thought he just laid him out, not fucking out. Damn!
he wasn't expecting it. He was flat-footed. He got a natural fucking 20. I'm letting
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure that other one's got a broken nose, too.
Surprise,
Oh, nice. Good for you, Beers. He finished his scroll drop sheet.
I don't know what that means.
Well, an artificer does not know what an artificer spell scroll drop sheet is.
No.
Oh.
He's not a true artificer.
He's only a level 1 artificer.
I'm an artillerist.
All
I'm a level
right.
3 artificer.
Oh.
If there's anything I've learned from school, you don't need to know what you're doing to pass.
Oh, absolutely.
Fake it till you make it.
Yep.
And then continue faking it.
Nice. That'll do it. But definitely good for you, Beers.
That will do,
Good for
pig.
you.
That will do.
Huh?
That
Oh, that'll
will
do.
Pig.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, that'll do.
You move over to the next tent, and you see a couple of the orcs are just handing out really shitty shields. Like just like these things are just mass produced, but in a very shitty way. You walk up, and the orc's just kind of going,
What do you want, Shieldy? Hmm?
pow! the orc who is leading you is like,
This one, give him that shield back. The metal one. He's our new commander. What? Him? A splintered shield whelp.
The last person that said that to him got laid the fuck out.
you can see Omen's shield is actually like right next to him. Like it's propped up and it's just looking nice. It was freshly polished, and by freshly polished I mean the dude literally just spat on it and just so you can still see some grime on there.
It's not like it didn't bash people's faces in with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like a goblin. There should be a nice little ding mark in it from when I ran your sword through somebody like a fucking nail.
Well, there is. Nice little dent right there in the middle.
Ding, the fucking pommel. What's that? Fits just right. God, that was a lot of fucking feet per second too. Just.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you
80 feet.
you stabbed the sword through the goblin and pushed the goblin into the corpse of the Triceratops.
Yep.
So how do you want to get this shield from him?
I want to do
Let's see. I mean, he is.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny, meeny, miny, dead.
mo.
Mighty
Catch
mo.
a orc by the toe. If he hollers, whap! My mother told me to choose the very best one.
His face will meet shield.
Oh, his face will meet shield.
Yes.
Well, how can you do that when you don't have a shield yet?
his own shield.
No, his head
Ding.
grab face to shield.
Ah, okay. So
And he can argue that if he knocks him out, like, I didn't knock him out, the shield did it.
He died of natural causes. You pushed him
Gravity.
off a roof. Gravity's a natural cause.
okay, listen here, you little shit.
Fucking love that meme. Listen here, you little shit.
So, imagine this right here is the table. This is you. This is the guy who is leading. The orc is right here on the other side of the table, and the shield is right there. If you genuinely want to like reach over, grab his head, and make him into a more useful, what was it, gong ringer?
I will
That's
take
fine.
the top of his head because I'm pretty sure he's got hair or his ears, and I'll bash
Yes.
his face into the table.
He's
Rip
got
it and rip it.
Goblin Ear is my new favorite racial slur.
gong ringer.
You got a face of a gong ringer.
What did you say? You said Chinese.
Bring me more sushi, you fucking goblin.
That's one of your fucking like swears or whatever in here for ugly people. You got a face of a gong ringer.
It'll be the tabaxis. Tabaxis are gong ringers because they've got the faces of cats. They're kind of smushed.
Listen up, Sagwa.
And my response to their question of what is that, just hit him with the shield. See?
Alright, so
What is? He looks down.
So you genuinely want to smack this guy's face into the shield. If you want to do that...
Into his, since the shield is a little farther away, it's just going to be his face meet table.
Okay.
That's
Make an athletics check.
22.
Alright.
Natural.
It's on a roll. It don't fucking matter. just got his sword back. He's having fun.
That's a 26.
Damn.
Is it natural?
No, it would have been a 27 if it were
a
natural.
27 would be natural.
Oh.
So what happens is that you very quickly reach over with your non-dominant hand, grab the top of this guy's hair.
His top knot?
Yeah, and you just... He's trying to resist. You can hear his neck straining as he's trying to resist your fucking pull. And...
Ding dong! Gotta assert that dominance.
The orc next to you does draw his blade on you, though. He draws his blade and he's just like...
Do you want to be next, boy?
Yeah, I'll give him that. The stink eye, the drill sergeant stink eye, just to do something.
Come on, test me.
Do it. Give me a reason, profligate.
You look at him and in the exact voice from Full Metal Jacket, what is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? You call that a sword? You call that a proper sword grip?
Just the dressing down with the eyes.
Oh man.
Where are you from, Lieutenant? Texas. Only steers and queers come from Texas.
What are you, steer and queer?
Which are you? So many good quotes from that movie.
I need to
They
see
use
it.
that in Family Guy. You ain't no steer, so what does that make you? Queer? Because you're gay.
Yeah, you should absolutely watch Full Metal Jacket.
I will
So
at some
good.
point. I will.
So good.
So, slamming this orc's head into the table, he's not unconscious, but he's very much in pain. You can see this slight blood splatter. And he's trying to like push himself up from underneath your
You're
grip.
just fucking holding him down.
And he is able to get he's able to get some lift, but you're pushing pressure against his neck.
Stay seated, grunt.
The other orcs in the area and a couple of the goblins are now looking at you. Goblins are going. The orcs are just kind of like getting up, and they're like a bar fight intending to happen, imminent to happen.
Commander or not, I don't follow splintered shields to beat up the men.
I'm not gonna say it until after he comments.
Now for clarification, I meant to say soldier.
Not much of a soldier if one measly person can fuck him up that easily.
Take your gear and get in line for your armor, Commander. Just because Gorn has deemed you worthy of replacing Dork does not mean you've earned my respect yet.
I mean, he's the one that killed Doc. Right.
He's on right away. He'll pick up the he'll actually he's going to pat the orc that he just smashed, just pat the back of his head, and then pick up the shield and walk away. And walk away with it.
Okay.
Just the drill sergeant just that'll do, and just picks up the shield and walks away.
Oh man.
So far, we're 2 on 2 with kill count today. Well, not kill count, but body count, I guess. Killed 2 raptors.
Yeah.
And a raptor killed a dude.
No, the raptors from that first pen, they tore into 5 orcs.
Oh!
5 of them got their
We
shit
get
torn
XP
out.
for that, right?
Collateral kill.
I mean, those first 2 we better get XP for. Those first 2 got fucking fried.
So, You move over to a couple of tents down. The orc that is not even leading you anymore. He's kind of like off to the side. He's staying just far enough out of reach of your fist, but he's keeping his blade leveled and pointed at right about here. But it's a couple feet out, and by a couple feet I mean like a foot and a half out. And you get over to this other section where you see orcs and hobgoblins getting fit for armor. Not quite nearly as what you are used to, but
It's still armor.
it is armor, yes. Here it is. Alright, so this one is actually a goblin that's behind this table. This is got about 3 other goblins just kind of like running around with straps of hide, straps for like belt straps basically. And this particular goblin is gonna look at you and in perfect orcish goes, "What are you doing? Walking around like that? Oh, we have got to put you in something so much
Well, not
more
a
than
steer.
that."
Anyone else get no?
I did not. I was going for the Project One runway guy.
Yeah, I said not a steer.
Oh, not a steer. Okay, so, despite the fact that I would love to see you fight in your rippling muscles, we have got to put you in something that'll make you alive enough to see the next day so I can see that for myself. This should fit you just nicely.
Does this sound like the Mad Hatter?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So he just slaps some studded leather down in front of you. It looks like it should fit. Do you put it on?
Give me a second. He might. Sec. Don't know. If they see it all with what it was right now.
Yep. The armor class is a 12 plus your dex.
It doesn't really change his AC all that much right now. I mean, he'll put it on just because he's used to wearing armor, but...
Alright. You have got the studded leather armor now. I think it ups your AC by 1, doesn't it?
Nope.
No? Oh,
His
it's
AC right now is a 14.
gotcha. So the same then.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Well, you shouldn't have mouthed off to Namzar.
He had it coming, damn it.
Now. We continue. We are going to, as soon as Omen gets back.
Oh, wait. If I gotta change his AC because he's also got his shield, doesn't he?
He does. He's now got Omen's shield.
So his AC is actually now would be a 16.
Oh yeah.
Back up to what it was with just fucking half plate.
Good orc. Good orc.
Come here, drink. Come here, bud.
So now that you have been decked out, and there is now a fresh Gorn's hand logo right over your, your left breast. So.
Oh, it's the subconscious he just looks down and glares at it and then looks back up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I don't like that, but I have to wear it.
Where did Zach go?
He was in the bathroom performing. I thought he'd be back, but I guess he's in his room.
Yeah, he might have stepped in there because he thought we weren't going to go back to you for a while.
Hey, Baldy!
In that case...
What's really going to be fun is when I actually will go meet these two, because that's going to be an interesting conundrum with what lawful neutral has to do.
Well, lawful neutral in this instance, like, are you actually loyal to the guy who killed your family and clan, or are you loyal to the guys who are helping you get justice on for them?
It's a little bit of both, because it's, what is it, I have to be, because no, it'd be more to them, because, well, his lawful neutral character behaves in a way that matches the organization authority traditions that they follow, so, and then I must follow the orders of people that are above me. But then, I must also strive to protect my allies. Must be is as an ally is trustworthy and never breaks a promise to their allies.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, yeah, we a little bit conflicted now.
Well, we might be.
He hasn't actually been given a specific order to do anything.
That's true.
Besides get his shit, he hasn't been given a specific order.
So, after getting your gear, you do have your gear on you. So, did you want to, now that you've gotten your gear, did you want to get to Goblin 1?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Goblin 1.
Okay.
And assert my authority.
Okay.
Respect my authority.
Bitch.
Goblin 1 has not earned the right to carry that, so I must now assert my authority and take it. And
Please make a persuasion or intimidation roll, depending on how you want to get this thing away from the goblin.
It's called it's intimidation.
It's intimidation. I'm pretty sure it's 22.
He's apparently back on the chat.
Pretty sure a 22 will work.
Oh yeah, you scare the shit out of this goblin, and the goblin just goes, "Ah!" and for the sake of brevity,
we'll just reach out and then give him that the good boy pat.
Mm-hmm. And for the sake of brevity, we will also say that you found the other goblins that have Roland's staff, and you take that from them as well, because you're getting used to this.
He's just getting used to asserting his authority and recollecting all the shit that he had on him. Which is a lot.
What time is it?
It is 20:48. So 8:48. So for the sake of brevity as well, we will say that you kind of get pointed to where you need to go, and then
and with Roland's staff, since he doesn't really use it, he's just going to strap it to his back, but he still has the Gorn's hand banner that he stole. He didn't steal, he acquired.
If you had it on your person when you were captured, it has been taken from you.
Fine, he's gonna go find one. He's gonna make one of those the equivalent of the samurai, the flag on the back. That's what he's gonna go wear. That's
Okay.
how he's gonna carry that around. Well, it's fine, since I don't have it, he's not going to do that. He's just going to put the staff on his back and carry that. They have a shit ton of stuff on him.
Yeah. So, you meet up with Unzaz and Gorn. Unzaz is not looking too happy. Gorn is looking very pleased. And you head out in the general direction of the craziness. And as we Star Wars transition wipe over to them, I'm going to go grab Zackers real quick.
Let him know.
Hey, Baldy, we're up.
Yeah. We have finally got back to you, good sir.
Okay. Well, the main thing is that this is going to be like the final scene for the session nights. So depending on what happens.
Boy, am I tired.
So, we will be proceeding without him for this part, but that's fine. Because
Lame.
He's essentially saying that he will go as stealthy as possible in whatever venture we do.
Oh, same.
Yeah. All right then. So in that case,
And a white back. No. Actually, my plan at this point is kind of just to hide in a tree and wait.
Okay. So
I was hoping Solomon would take point on this, because I don't really have a plan other than hide. So
that's fine.
When do you ever not hide?
I don't know. Just that time I saved your life, and then the other time I saved your life.
In battle, hide.
The time I saved your life.
Stealth mission, hide. Child support, hide. So, in that case,
I faked my death 8 years ago. Now I live off the pension that gets paid to my wife, who is also me.
mm-hmm. So, for the sake of narrative, Kalu, you, along with Gorn and Unzaz, are marching in the direction of the file where this bolt of lightning is being struck down. Alvyn,
Yeah.
what are you doing specifically?
Can I advance any closer to the main area without leaving cover?
When you get to define main area.
The tree.
All right. So
The big old tree.
I did describe it last week, but I'll describe it again because it's been a while.
We're in a big ring around the tree, right?
You guys are not quite yet. There is the end of the various files that wrap around, and then there is about 30 feet of open area. And by open area, I mostly mean that there aren't any trees that are growing around this specific spot, and it's padded down by like foot traffic all the way around.
Mm.
At the 30-foot mark, there is an iron grate fence that supposedly goes all the way around.
Uh-huh.
It reaches all the way around from what you are able to see. And then from what you are able to see, because it's a big quarry behind that part, there's certainly a drop-off beyond this iron fence.
Okay.
From there, it's approximately maybe 50 or 60 feet. I believe I said 60 feet last time, so 60 feet from there to the other part of the quarry that goes up and down, another fence, and then 30 feet past that is the bark of the elder tree.
Okay. Well, 2/3 of the outside group is, well, I guess you would play as the druid, but I don't know. Can I just go around and let more animals loose?
If you'd like, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, if you wanted to do it like without ever running the risk of breaching cover, you can only do it to the file that's directly to the left of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And in that case, I will have you do... Do you want to run the risk of being caught to free, and by free I mean let loose, the animals on both sides of this file, or just on the file that you can do it without running the 100% risk of being caught?
Just on the side where I'm safe.
All right.
Completely.
So I would like you to describe to me in what manner you wish to set these free. And I have a feeling I know exactly what Omen would do in this situation anyway, so...
Yeah, I give Omen the look,
Mm-hmm.
and we do some hand gestures. Neither of us really know what the other one said, but we're kind of going to do our own thing anyway. So we just kind of make our way down, like, slaloming, moving one after another.
Soloming?
We making our way? Just one after another. I go with my mage hand and open one up, and he fucking strikes it down with the might of Zeus.
Right.
And we just take turns.
Which
picking the lock.
Which locks do you pick?
Oh, anything that would be hostile if it got out. I'm not like, oh, you know, it'd be really neat if all these lambs got out.
So you're not trying to free the two bears in each of the in the two pens that are down there for livestock. You're freeing the raptors.
Oh, if the bears can get agitated,
you would need to make separate rolls to try and rile them up.
Oh, nah, I'm good then.
All right, so you ignore them, and you just try to free the raptors as Solomon calls down the might of fucking Zeus on the T-Rex lock. And that one is just dice rolling, so I'm just going to roll the d10s to see if they break.
If it doesn't, he tries again on his next round.
Pretty much. Okay, so that's 12. It smacks. The lock doesn't break, but it has significantly spooked the T-Rex and the raptors. Bears, they're more like,
I'll just go ahead and I'll take 10 on all of my lock-picking checks.
Okay, so the manner from which that works is you essentially take 10 plus whatever your bonuses are for that, and you reduce it by 5.
So that still comes up to a 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work for these ones. So you set loose one of them during the next round after these ones get set loose. Okay, that's more than enough to nuke it.
Can he just take 30 on those locks?
Not for damage, no. You cannot do that.
I know, I'm giving a shit.
And we will close out this particular session on the image of, the image of this narration.
The image of this narration.
You can see sound, guys!
Smell these thoughts, if you will.
Right? As Kalu's alignment has been forcibly altered by the deck of many things.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. That's what it was. Fuck you. He kept saying tarot cards. Fuck you.
That's what they look like!
I didn't know that.
Yes! They look like tarot cards.
Oh, I want to just go in there and just start yanking cards willy-nilly. Hey, what's this one do? Hey, what's this one do? Hey, what's this one do?
As Kalu's alignment has been forcibly altered by the deck of many things, he's able to retain some knowledge of Rolen, but for reasons beyond his imagination. He now marches alongside Gorn and Unzaz, though his alignment to them is not set in stone just yet.
It's questionable at best.
Omen and Alvyn do their best to incite peaceful protests.
Mostly peaceful protests.
And the final shot that we see is of Kalu marching towards as a bolt of lightning calls down from the sky and sets free another Tyrannosaurus Rex. And that is the end of this final build-up session.
Dude, deadass said mostly peaceful as a fucking fire raged behind him. I still can't get over that. That's the most Orwellian shit ever. Like, the news is like,
Orwellian?
yes, this is mostly peaceful. It's like, oh, I can see, you're lying. You're not even trying to hide it. You fucking broadcast the live video stream with a fire behind you. And with a straight face, you just go, this is the party line.
Well, the other part was the fact that, if I'm remembering that picture correctly, didn't he have a gas mask?
Yeah.
Like on the top of his head?
He had
too?
PPE all over him, yeah. Like, he knew he was going into a war zone, and he stands there going, mostly peaceful protest.
Oh, boy.
Fucking can't. I can't get over that. I fucking see that picture in my fucking nightmares.
Oh, you see that picture because it is splashed everywhere.
Mm-hmm. My favorite iteration is the one that's it's edited to be right in front of Saruman's army from the two towers.
Mostly peaceful orc army.
I think that one's my favorite edit of it. Now, real quick, I was really hoping you would stall. I was really hoping you would stall because I didn't necessarily want you to take the card. Of the two of you, I knew that you would be fucked up less than Rolen, but I was genuinely hoping that you guys would stall for a little bit, because if you stalled for two more of Gorn's lines, that would have been enough time for that orc to come into the tent, and you wouldn't have had to pick up the deck.
Awesome.
But you know what?
He'll figure out a way to get rid of it eventually.
Oh, you can't. That's the glorious thing.
Not until you draw the exact same card again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's how he'll do it. He'll once he gets rid of Gorn, he'll just sit there and draw cards.
Oh yes, draw cards from the deck of many things.
This one, nope. This one, oh god damn it. This one, nope. This one.
Yes, the deck of many things where only one of each card exists in the deck.
Well, he's got to shuffle back in once we get through all of them, right?
I mean, do you actually want me to tell you how the deck of many things works?
No.
It comes out just a massive, just tentacle monster. Just at least I can.
Doesn't one of the cards like literally send you to a different dimension permanently?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are sent to a different dimension permanently, and you die.
Nice.
Like one of them is literally the void. Your soul is trapped in the void for all eternity.
Fun.
Oh yeah. A couple of them you gain a level. You know, one of them you summon a specter that you must defeat, and if anyone goes in to help you, each person that goes in to help you summons up another specter that they must now fight.
Nice.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. But yes.
I'll take that level up card though.
If you can find it.
Just keep drawing until I get that, or the abyss.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's
Go big or go home.
go big and go home in a coffin in a forever box.
Was that always going to be the card he drew? If he drew a card,
That was such a.
That I cannot tell you yet. I mean, I can tell you that the deck was shuffled.
Okay.
As in, like, I knew what the top card was going to be. I always knew that.
Gotcha.
Like, I can tell you that I knew what the top card was always going to be.
No, he didn't know. He was guessing.
Yeah, I just picked one at random.
Alvyn pulling a lawful evil.
Like, he pulls a lawful evil and nothing changes.
God.
Not much is gonna change. Not much is. I mean, it's probably gonna change, but it's more of the Yeah, he kind of fucked up at this point. 'Cause
Or if Rolen had drawn.
whatever organization he's following at that point is his law.
So
Whatever the
When we
Grisniak
go to
wants.
Dryfell, that's the laws he's gonna follow. When we go somewhere else, that's the laws he's gonna follow.
yeah, it's more the fact that
ends up in the Thieves Guild and be like, this is more like it.
Well, here's the problem.
He sits down the Thieves Guild. I am home.
Well, the problem is, like, number one, thieves guilds don't exist in this world because thieves guilds are retarded. And number two, they would be against the law. You would know this, you metagamer. You fucking ass. So, balance. Your mind suffers a wrenching alteration, causing your alignment to change. Lawful becomes chaotic, good becomes evil, and vice versa. If you are true, neutral, or unaligned, this card has no effect on you.
Ah.
There's also something like, you know what, I'm just going to pick a random one, and I'm not going to tell you all of them.
How many cards are there total?
I forget exactly how many there are. 22 cards.
I was gonna say at least. I was gonna say 52, but
Yeah, 52 is the, 52 is an actual, deck of playing cards. This one is more like the Fates, like tarot deck stuff. But they use...
that would both be awesome and suck if there's 52 of those cards.
Oh, absolutely. I would not envy the motherfucker who has to...
Alright, I rolled a D22 and I got a 10.
Okay. So that one would be... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be the gem. Gem. 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each, or 50 gems worth 1,000 GP, each appear at your feet.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Now, Matt, I'll allow you to...
Kalu picks his pockets and steals that.
Well, you can't even carry this fucking thing. You couldn't carry all of that.
Alvyn abandons the party.
So, Matt, I'll allow you to pick between 1 and 22 at random.
Don't know about you. Feeling 22.
That way, I'll be able to tell you each. I'll be able to tell you both of them. One of them. It's not like you can't read up on these things anyway, but, you know.
That'd be metagaming.
13.
A 13. So that'd be 3 after gem. 1, 2, 3. That would be the flames. A powerful devil becomes your enemy. The devil seeks your ruin and plagues your life, savoring your suffering before attempting to slay you. This enmity lasts until either you or the devil dies.
Yeah, sounds like my ex-wife. Hey, Tricky.
So essentially, that one isn't even a you fight. That is, the DM picks a devil that hates your fucking guts, and the devil is going to try and make your life a living fucking hell.
Yeah.
It'll follow you down to Georgia.
Until you try to kill it.
Yep. It's a good plot hook, though.
Yeah.
So, that is it for the stream. We had a little bit of a wind down.
Had someone straight up abandon us?
In his defense, he wasn't actually playing for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
In his defense, he didn't know when we were going to come back. But that's another reason why you try not to split the party, despite the fact that that was literally the only way that could possibly have ended up happening.
Yeah.
So, next week, it will hopefully open up with some good old-fashioned combat.
And potentially a fight between party members.
Maybe. I doubt it, because I'm very eager to argue that lawful neutral would not attempt to fight people who have, for the most part, been on your side for this entire time. There does come that sense of loyalty.
If we see him carrying enemy colors, I'll shoot him.
And then it's going to be I have to kill him. So.
Or I down you with my first arrow because you have 16 HP.
He has assassination, sneak attack, natural 20. Isn't it true that you pretty much get the best rolls or the worst rolls? Like, Whenever it's stealing from the party, you roll shit. Whenever it's trying to hurt the party, you
It's amazing. Even when I'm doing just like a spare the dying and I lay my hands on him, it's like, you lay your hand on him too hard, crush his ribs. Like, oh, wonderful.
Oh, man.
All right.
But we will see you next week. Hopefully Carl is feeling well enough to join us.
Keeping his cookies down.
Right. And we will see you guys later. Thank you once again for the follow fragilities. Catch you around QB, catch you around Beers, catch you around Alvyn, catch you around Sears.
Let's leave it on the business.
Did they actually?
I think so.
Oh, fuck.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Screw those guys.
Well, okay then. Good night.
See you.
Farewell.
See you next